That junk is no joke, not at all. Like,
You're not 100% still.
no, bro.
Damn.
I'm not like I'm probably 85. Yeah, I'm
You
probably
ain't been
85.
100% since
No,
at
no, no.
least summer 14.
Pre, no, no, no.
At least summer
Pre,
14. Like at least summer camp days. Like
bro, pre-injury this last year, I was in business. I was moving. Ian can attest to it. I was moving
He
different.
was moving a little. He was moving a little.
Not a little. It was nasty work. Hey,
but it's
it
just
was
like
nasty work.
it's
Hey, the
just like
season went to shambles after I got hurt.
Bro, you're not Quinyon Mitchell, bro. Like, calm down. Like,
The season went to shambles. They didn't win another game.
it's just like it's a snail and a turtle in the argument. Like Jacob, what's up with it, bro? What's going on? Like,
He's actually mid too. Is the funny part. Like he's actually not.
I'm mid,
Yes.
dude. All right. I'll just have to let it go. Those who know. But I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back in due time. Few months. I need 2, maybe 2.5. So we're gonna see.
I'd say far apart. I guess we're gonna start it off with the hot takes. You know what I mean? You already know what it is we do every week, sometime, right? So y'all check us out on our social media. Let's get into it. I don't really know what to talk about, to be honest, but we did have a national championship that just went down. The Ohio State action, right? So we had to title the pod as such. What did y'all see out there? I did not watch that game.
I turned it off when they got out of hand, but they did eventually come back. Apparently, did y'all watch all of it?
I saw.
Yeah, I watched all of it.
Honestly, it was a good game.
It was never close.
It
Bro,
definitely was.
it was literally never close. Like they went up 7-0 and like they were like, oh, 10-minute drive. This is gonna be a close one. And then just ran off with it. They went up by like 21.
I mean, no, that's
They
facts.
did.
Like, they did start to get blown out, but they brought it all the way back though.
They didn't bring it
It was
all
close.
the way back. They were down 8 at the best.
They were down 8 with a missed field goal and a missed 2-point conversion. Did they miss 2-point conversion? Well, with a missed field goal, no. Yeah, they were down 8 with a missed field goal from 20 yards away. It was from the 4-yard line.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? They missed a 25-yard field goal, and then we're still down 8.
They should have recruited a better kicker.
I mean, hey, but I'm just saying, with the last maybe 5 minutes of the game, it was an 8-point game. Minus the 3 points that they should have had. It should have been a 5-point game.
Actually, there was one point when Ohio State had the ball and they just ran like 3 consecutive QB sneaks to like.
Dude, that was the last drive.
It was.
It was almost going to be.
It actually was kind of close.
It was almost going to be Notre Dame driving down with, I don't know, 3 minutes left. I think they had timeout, or I don't know if they had timeouts, but around 2-3 minutes left.
Cover 0. I don't know why.
Yeah. Wasn't that third down too?
It was
third and like 12. Cover 0.
One-on-one Jeremiah is just like, that's geek.
I think it was cover 1. They said cover 0 on the broadcast, but they didn't send anyone over.
Yeah.
Smith. And it was just like people. I saw people get on the cornerback, but what are you going to do there?
Yeah,
he's playing
like
that.
I mean, I don't know why he would be put in that situation to begin with.
Yeah, he's playing like 8 yards off the ball. So just one-on-one, whole field with Smith. Whole field, 8 yards off. How can you possibly cover that? Like, I don't understand.
Be better.
I mean, he had to be outstanding. It had to be Ramsey, Prime
Ramsey,
Gardner,
Dion. I don't know I don't know if 10 corners in all of college football are going to cover that this year. I doubt 5 would, honestly. 5 yards off the ball, one-on-one.
Travis?
I don't know. 5. It was over 5 yards off the ball, one-on-one, full field to work with. I don't know. Like, that's just tough sledding. It's tough. Like, it is. I didn't understand that. They didn't really do that the whole game, at least from what I saw. So why you did that in the biggest moment, I don't know. But
to catch him off guard,
I guess. Like, you were just like, they tried to blitz him, so I get it. But blitz didn't get home. Shout out to Travion Henderson for picking it up. But we do have to give our props to Ohio State. They had a great run down the stretch. I'll be honest, I didn't believe in them. throughout, not throughout the season necessarily, but
give them props.
You said what?
I said, I guess we can give them props.
I mean, yeah, they deserve props. I mean,
I guess.
It was an interesting season. I don't think there were many power teams this year. Even the best teams didn't have good quarterback play, at least from what I saw. And that kind of hampered the playoff. I think it was still a success, the 12-team playoff in the first year. And I think it would be exciting going forward. But, yeah, shout out to Ohio State. Shout out to Austin. He was talking his stuff all year. So which means that we'll have to hear from him for the next year. Probably years, honestly. So,
yeah,
it is what it is. But
yeah, since Auburn next year.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all are making a bowl game. I'll be honest.
Ooh, we're definitely making a bowl game, bro.
I already told you you're gonna have this nice little recruiting class, and then Hugh Freeze is gonna underperform and get fired.
Bro, that's not how Auburn coaches work, bro. Gus Malzahn had 10 years, 15 years.
Gus Malzahn went to didn't he go to a championship?
Yeah, he did his first year, but
yeah, come on.
I mean, that might be what Hugh Freeze does next year, honestly.
Hugh Freeze is not going to a championship. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are really bad.
Bro, I mean, they got that Pop-Tart Bowl, though. Like, they got that Pop-Tart Bowl.
Yeah, that's Miami. They lifted the
I mean, at this point, that's the top
just saying, like,
I'm just saying, can I address this real quick to all of college football fans? I don't understand why we downplay the bowl games that are not in the playoff, because that's like maybe a top 2 bowl outside of the playoff now. In the past, yes, we would have liked to see the Orange Bowl being played. That was a huge bowl game. The Sugar Bowl being played, the Cotton Bowl. Now those bowl games are now playoff games. So the teams who get left out of the playoffs, i.e. Miami, 2 spots out of the playoff, we played in the Pop-Tart.
It doesn't matter at that point. It's not even the same team.
I agree. Yeah, I think those are BS games. I don't think they matter at all because the teams are not fully playing. You know, hella opt-outs, transfer portal guys, all that stuff. But I'm just saying we can't make fun of a bowl like the Pop-Tart Bowl because of the name. That's not a downer. Like we were ranked like 13.
So there's no difference between the Pop-Tart Bowl, the Tony the Tiger Frosted Flakes Bowl, and the Orange Bowl. Like, there's no difference.
We were like 13th ranked. I'm just saying, and we easily could have. We have an argument to be better than half the playoff teams. Honestly, like it just didn't come down to.
Bro, you just didn't have Quinn Ewers. Like that's what it came down to.
Quinn Ewers, that would have been the difference.
He had a playoff.
On me, if Texas had Cam. On me, if Texas had Cam Ward, they would have blown the championship out by 30. So I'll just, I'll leave it there. By 30. 30. But yeah, that's all I got on the college football playoff though. It was a good little playoff. So I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing in the first year. But we'll see what happens next year. Shout out to Happy Feet Carson Beck for transferring to Miami also.
Yeah.
You're not gonna root for the dude? Like,
no, I am. I'm still gonna. He will still be referred to as Happy Feet by me, but in a good way now. Because Happy Feet was turned in the movie, so now I'm not joining on him anymore. Now he's our Happy Feet. He's one of us. Canes care for Canes. Canes care for Canes.
What if he Kirk Cousins you though? Like, if he comes to your city, it'll go up, go down.
He probably he'll get loud. His heart isn't even in the game, bro. Y'all's quarterback's heart is not in the game.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, he just chased his girl to school, so he's not even thinking about football.
I mean, if we just look at the football side of it, just the football side of Carson Beck transferring, if we're talking about his development in terms of quarterbacks, obviously, if we just look at what happened this year with Cam, it's a better situation than what's happening in Athens. Who was the last quarterback in Athens?
Argument.
I'm just saying, who's the last quarterback in Athens to go first round? Stafford? It's Stafford, I'm pretty sure.
Fields?
Probably.
Fields didn't play at Georgia. Fields played at Ohio State.
He played a
lot of wishful thinking, hope.
There's no hope in that. I'm just saying that's objective. We are a better spot for a quarterback here. No, that's objective. We are a better spot for a quarterback than University of Georgia. That's facts.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Bowl, better results.
Yes, I think so. For him personally, absolutely.
Bro, Stetson Bennett won a championship.
You're talking about team success. I'm talking about for him right now.
I mean,
number one, we had the same record as Georgia this year. Let's just put everything in perspective. We had the same record as Georgia. Facts.
Okay. Y'all played
Facts.
Georgia Tech 3 times.
Dude, Georgia beat Georgia Tech in 18 overtimes with help from the refs. At Georgia. If we played in Miami,
so bad.
Come on now. I'm not even going to get into that. But
anyway, here was my other point is that Carson Beck literally said that he doesn't watch football.
He did say that.
A lot of players who play football do not watch football.
Come on, Julian.
Oh my god.
That's not true.
That is
not true.
That is true.
That's true for basketball. I actually not a lot in basketball.
That is factual, bro.
That's not true in basketball.
He said he watches film. He doesn't watch football. That's what he said.
Yeah, he did say that.
That's weird.
That doesn't mean he's not watching football.
That means like when he has to watch football.
He's not a fan of
that's the
guy. I have a game tomorrow. I have to watch football. No. And so
he's not a fan. He's saying he's not a fan.
Watch it outside.
I've seen him at a game. So it's like, what are we talking about right now?
Bro, do you not understand? He's saying that he is not a fan of of watching the sport. He plays the sport. He's playing it. And
that's not weird to you though?
No, but listen to his explanation. What he said was, when he watches a game, he starts thinking like, oh, what would I do here? What would I do there? What should we check to in this? So he watches film instead. That's what he's saying. He's saying he's not watching it as a spectator. He's watching it as
every
a
spectator does.
He's watching it as a player. That's not true. Y'all don't we don't do that.
I do that.
Y'all do that. Y'all are talking about y'all think about what checks you should make when you see.
No, I think about like what the play should have been there.
I mean, of course, a lot of people do that, but he's thinking of it way more analytically. He's a college quarterback, so come on.
I mean, is he? Yes. He might just be on Snapchatting his girl.
I mean, that's facts. Hey, number one, I can't hate on him for chasing his girl. I mean, I don't know about that.
What?
I feel him for transferring. I feel him for transferring to his girl school instead of staying with her at long distance. That's not a timeout, bro. If you want to transfer. If you have a choice to transfer, wait. We've both done this. Wait. We've both done this. If you have a chance,
we both did what?
I'm talking about would you prefer a in-person relationship or a distance relationship? Let's not get thrown.
Listen, he went. Listen. I feel him because y'all also are greased up with the NIL money, right?
Bro,
so that and the girl couple, like that's a double whammy. So now I'm understanding.
Georgia pays out more NIL money than Miami. Factual.
They ain't got a beach though.
They don't have a beach.
Factual.
Exactly. They don't have a beach, and they don't have his woman, and they don't have the number one pick this year.
Factual. He's still.
Why would he stay? I'm just saying. Why would he stay? If he wants to go play pro football, what is there for him in Athens?
It has nothing to do with pro football, in my opinion. Like
bars and Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's.
That's it. Bars and Raising Cane's. That's the only thing left for him in Athens. Like he has his women here. He has better women here. Let's be real. Like, we're just going to talk about the broad spectrum. Like he has better women here.
You're saying that the women in Miami are better than the women of Georgia?
The women in Miami are much better than the women in Athens. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Definitely stay at Athens. Like, stay at Athens.
Yeah, in Athens. I don't know about Atlanta. Like, I would say it's going toe to toe for sure. Like, it depends on your preference. That's all I'll say. But anyways, so I can get
send Julian your booty pics, right? And we'll judge between Miami and Atlanta. I think it's at like Julian Chat.
I don't have Instagram. I don't have Instagram right now.
Something like that. Get at him.
I'm off the ground. But anyways, getting to my actual point about the Carson Beck transfer. Miami is better than Georgia at every point on offense, and that's not me being a fan. This is objective. We're better on the offensive line, probably by far. Bringing back technically all the 4 out of the 5 starters next year. Brought in a transfer to be the starting center next year. Will absolutely be better than them on offensive line. Running back, 2-headed monster. Better, absolutely. What's it called? The tight end room. I'll say there's a toss-up. We have Elijah Lofton coming back. They have Delp, I think, who hasn't been that great, but I don't know. I'll say toss-up. And then wide receiver, they're terrible. They're terrible. I know they just got Branch, but other than Branch, they were awful. led the country in drops. So I see why he transferred. He's playing in a better system with a better offensive coordinator and with better players around him. So.
All right, are you done with the?
I'm done. I don't get Charles' point about that. Like, I mean, why would he not? We just produced the number 1 pick.
Bro, my only point was his head is not in football.
I mean, for sure, you can say that. Like, yes, he did slide to go follow his girl. So
I'd say 5 part. What else y'all got? What's up with all the Mark Andrews memes that I've seen?
You didn't watch the game?
He's a terrorist. I'll just go ahead and say that. Mark Andrews is one of my least favorite.
Bro,
he just got bricks for hands or something? Like,
he's one of my least favorite players in the NFL because this is not a one-time thing. I'm not joking. This is not a one-time thing.
It is.
No, it's not. It's not.
He didn't fumble since 2019. Oh, the playoffs, he's bad.
No, that's what I'm talking about. In the playoffs.
But that's not all his fault. Like, I feel like that's a lot of the coordinator stuff. Bro, they don't, like, come on.
Bro, you can't justify the last game at all.
Bro, yeah, I mean the last game he just played bad, but I mean
I gotta describe to be what he did the last game. Like
he fumbled.
What is playing bad, man?
He fumbled and he dropped the game tying 2-point.
He dropped 2 passes. He dropped another touchdown pass or something.
He dropped the pass that happened right before Lamar fumbled. Right before. People let that one fly by. The ball hit him right in his face and he dropped it. And then the next play, that goes here. Lamar pulls it down, fumble.
That's crazy.
Like,
that's crazy.
I mean, but we have to be real though. Like Lamar, he made some bad plays, just like Mark Andrews.
He did, absolutely. But he also made outstanding plays and brought them back, gave them a chance to win.
Yeah, he did.
I hate the whole end. Like, it is a team sport. Yes, the blame can be spread around. Like, it has to be. But I just wanted to know about
at the end of the game. You can't do that when the ball hits you in your chest at the end of the game. I'm sorry. You can't. You cannot drop that pass after you fumbled the game away also. He already messed up prior. He flipped the momentum of the game, in my opinion. Like, the Ravens had snatched momentum back. Derrick Henry started rolling. They're driving down the field. Fumble.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, if it was at that moment, then Ian is right that, like, that's a coordinating issue. Why would you call the game-deciding play for Mark Andrews?
Bro, hey, if you pay your tight end, top 5 tight end money, if you get him wide open in the flat, with a
he's their best player.
Dude, Lamar tossed the ball to him. He didn't throw a fireball.
He handed it to him.
The ball like that in his hands. Drop? Like, I can't blame the coordinator. Like, you have to call plays to set your players up for success. He set him up for a beautiful success. I'm talking I think that we all could have made this play. And people say that a lot.
That play.
People say that a lot. And I'm not even trolling.
Right.
If I'm running out to the flat, if I run out to the flat or you run out to the flat and the ball hits me in my mitts, I don't know, bro. I think I'm going to catch the ball. And that's not even – I'm not exaggerating. So,
yeah, especially if I have gloves on.
Yeah, come on now. It was disappointing. At the least, it was disappointing what we saw from Mark Andrews. And like I said, he's not a single offender or one-time offender. He's done this in the playoffs for years. I said at the beginning of the game, before he fumbled, he's going to sell him. I said this, and it happened twice. Just like, it's tough. They shouldn't pay him. They should pay Likely and move on from Andrews. I'm getting tired of watching.
That is still.
Oh, it's not. It's
young,
not.
Bro. Mark Andrews is young. He's one of the best tight ends in the league still. Like,
what's just probably pushing 30.
He is not young.
Pushing 30. He's like 27. I don't 28 at the oldest, bro.
Pushing 30.
I mean, that's still pretty young for a tight end. 28, 27.
How old is he?
He's 29.
Yeah, Mark Andrews is about 30. So
that's not that old for a tight end. Especially like
it's not that old, but Likely's like 23, I think. I'm pretty sure Likely's 23. You got to move on with Likely. He's just as good as Andrews, in my opinion.
I just like their 2 tight end set. I think it like makes their offense.
I agree that that's a nice formation that they run, but if you can't trust the guy in the playoffs, why are you keeping him on your roster? And I don't think that they can afford to pay him and pay Likely. Like, you can't do both, and they're both in a contract here. I'm pretty sure. So if it's me, I'll keep Likely because Mark Andrews has proven to sell in the playoffs, and it's been bad sales. Like, in the playoffs, Lamar threw him the ball, hit him in his hands once before. The ball flies up in the air, interception. Like, You just can't do that. I saw the stats on it this week. It was like something like 8 drops, 2 fumbles. That's outlandish. They haven't played that many playoff games.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Loosely related, but this Mark Andrews performance or D'Angelo Russell donut in the playoffs, like which was more of an act of terrorism in your like, you're a president of the United States, right? You had to pardon one individual for their crimes against humanity. All right. Who are you letting go off the hook? Who are you letting slide? I'm asking genuinely. Like, I know you have to think about it, but like, I'm being serious.
Bro, we know his answer. We
don't have to think about anything.
Okay.
You know my stance.
Bro, but D-Lo,
I don't know.
You could argue D-Lo was more of a terrorist. I mean, you could argue it.
No, he was not.
I don't know.
No, he was not.
Julian, he was a net negative.
No, he wasn't. He literally, dude, D-Lo dropped like 30 on 85% shooting, and we lost.
Playoffs?
Yes, that happened
in the series against the Nuggets.
Same series. Yes, in the same series, he dropped like 35 on 85% shooting.
I'm talking about the donut though, like when he did nothing in the game.
Yes, I remember. Like he went like what 0 for 4?
No, bro, it was like 0 for 9 or something.
No,
like
it was not. That's not true.
It was like 0 for 9, 0 for 7 or something.
That is not true. It was like maybe 0 for 6. Max.
0 for whatever.
Dude, D-Lo, there's a difference because D-Lo at that point was not an integral part of the Lakers.
Oh,
dude, in the playoffs, dude. Let's be real. Why do we have the cap? In the playoffs, D-Lo is reduced to a jump shooter for the Lakers. We all know
he doesn't. Okay, he still has a pretty good role, pretty big role.
He has an all right role, but I'm just saying, like, come on now, that's not his game.
But that doesn't matter though. Like,
that doesn't.
Mark Andrews' game isn't like running after the catch.
Mark Andrews' game is to catch the ball wide open.
You gotta go to law
yes,
school.
I do.
So, think so is D-Lo's. It's his job to shoot wide open shots too. No, like
D-Lo's job is to be a point guard, be a forward. D-Lo's best attribute is to pass, bro.
That's fine though, but you got to be good at multiple things. Like, come on.
He's very good at multiple things. He's good at it, playing with the ball in his hands, not playing off of it.
I mean, lots of people adjust. K-Love adjusts. Chris Bosh adjusts. Like, these are great.
And y'all also said that they were Washington terrorists and blamed them when he lost.
But they won championships, so they can't be that washed. They weren't that washed.
We blamed them. You can't make that point. Oh, Kevin Love adjusted. You yourself said Kevin Love was washed while playing with LeBron. So you can't now say, oh, he adjusted. No,
I didn't say. I don't think I said he was washed. I think.
No, you don't think. No, you don't.
I don't think I said that. I think I said he's not as dominant because he's a different role. That's fair. Like, he can still be good at his role.
You know that squiggly sign in math, like the equal sign? That's basically what you just did. That's
not even, bro. You should be good at your role.
Come on now.
Bro, Kevin Love was good at his role. Like, that's all D-Lo had to be.
D-Lo, in my opinion, it was the Lakers' fault for reducing D-Lo to that role. That's why I don't think he played well.
I didn't want to change the subject, though, Drew. Like, I really just wanted to see, like, how bad Mark Andrews was because, like,
it was terrible.
You had to quantify it for me.
Dude, it was – the one play was worse than everything that D-Lo could have done. He dropped a game-tying 2-point conversion from 2 yards away. That was worse.
They probably would have won that game, too, because they were dominating the second half.
Yes.
If
they got, I mean, we never know what would have happened. Like, yeah, Josh Allen can go down and get a field goal. Like, yes, that's possible. But given the way the game was going, I don't know if that was going to happen, honestly.
They weren't moving the ball like that, really. Like, only on short fields.
Like, they were playing well. Yeah, when they scored, they did have short fields. So, I don't know. But
what else we got on the NFL front?
We had the Eagles. Yeah, we can talk. Yeah, go ahead, Dean.
What's the game do y'all want to talk about? Like the last one?
Yeah, talk
about
the
Rams.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we played well as a team.
Or you can talk about the next one, honestly.
Oh, the Commanders?
Mm-hmm. Both. Go ahead.
Like both AFC? Or are you talking about both Eagles games?
Eagles, yeah.
Okay, first Rams. I thought we played okay as a defense. Like obviously that last drive or last two drives were pretty scary. They really did have a chance to win it. But Jalen Carter the whole game was dominant. The D line was pretty dominant, like Nolan Smith. I felt like Josh Sweat had a few pressures. But yeah, I don't think Matthew Stafford was comfortable the whole night. That played a big part of it. And the weather also, like with the fumble from
Kyron.
Yeah, from Kyron. Like I felt like that changed the game for real.
Yeah, that did.
And then Saquon, the best running back in the league. He had to go off. He definitely won it for us. I felt like
best running back in the league.
Yeah, by far. That's true. But anyways, I thought he won it for us. I thought the play calling was a little bit weird. It affected Jalen a little bit. I thought he didn't play that great either. But I thought he played well enough to win. And I felt like this formula of us just running the ball, I think it's a winning formula for Rio against Washington. But I don't know if it's good enough for us to win the Super Bowl. But yeah, this upcoming game against Washington on Sunday, I like our chances. I just feel like we have to contain Jaden Daniels, can't let him extend plays, get pressure. I feel like that's really important. And then on the offensive side, I do feel like we do need to throw it a little bit better than we did the last few games. But I do think we can win on Saquon's on his back.
I agree with that mostly in terms of the Commanders game. Like, I think that y'all are much better than the Commanders, honestly. I have some very good friends who are here who are huge Commanders fans, and they've been talking their stuff to me recently. Jaden Daniels is the best rookie ever. In fairness, he's having a great season. I don't think he's the best rookie ever, honestly. I don't even think he was better than CJ Stroud last year, to be real.
Best rookie ever?
Oh, he led them in they're like top 5 in offense.
I don't think they were, but
they were.
Were they?
Points per game, like expected plays, like all that.
I don't know, but I'm just saying I don't think that he was even better than CJ last year. So to say he was the best ever, I think is a little bit of a stretch. I think he's having a great season though, like all fairness to him. But in terms of the game versus the Eagles coming up, I think that they will get a taste of reality. Honestly, I think that
I don't know.
I think y'all are better than them. If you're healthy, if Jalen's healthy, if Jalen's healthy, I mean, it will be that's a tough win. That's tough to go into Philly. I don't know what the weather's going to be like this week. It was terrible last week. Like, I just don't know. That defense in Washington is not that great. They're okay, but Philly
is all bark, no bite.
I don't know, bro. That's a complete team in Philly. They have a good defensive line, and
be like this every year.
I think
not.
can pull off a Cinderella story. I think he can do it.
I don't see a Cinderella happening. I'm just gonna be real.
He lost his best offensive lineman too, like just last week, like towards ACL. He's done for.
It's his guard too.
Well,
that's the guard who was gonna be over Jalen Carter. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna wreak some havoc on Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah, but dude is the best on his feet next to Lamar. Is what we have to understand. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, we'll see.
I'm saying the last time I saw him play versus Philly, he turned the ball over multiple times. They did win the game, but that was because Hurst didn't play. If he does that again, they're going to get blown out.
For sure.
Blown out, honestly. If he turns the ball over twice this week, they will get blown out by 15.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to control it for sure. We get up.
No bite. There's not enough film on that young man.
I think there's enough now, honestly. And I feel like it's just going to be a line of scrimmage game. And the Eagles are better on both sides. So
tell that to Raheem.
What am I supposed to tell to Raheem?
Then we have enough film.
I mean, we did. We had enough film if he called a timeout. All we needed was a timeout.
It's crazy because the Commanders could really be y'all right now. Like honestly, like that Cinderella
story. That's what
story.
I'm saying. Like, yeah, really.
If you just called the timeout.
Yeah, all we needed was a timeout. Things would be probably a little different. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll never know.
He'll never know. That's a part.
Shout out to Raheem though. If he does that again next year, he should get fired. I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
Yeah,
that was fireable.
And they have to cut his head off.
Yeah, that was crazy. So
y'all want to talk about the Chiefs?
Bro, I feel like the only thing to say from the Chiefs and Texans was just that the refs are throwing. Like, they do need to stop, and I'm glad that
it is getting weird.
Yeah, I'm glad that Troy Aikman actually started pointing it out on the broadcast because he was blowing. Like, the one when Patrick Mahomes was like dancing and he danced back inside and slid down late. That was egregious.
That was crazy.
That was super egregious because like he willfully ran back inside. He could have jogged out of bounds, and he went back inside, slid late. Like
that's sliding late. I don't understand it. Like how they still call it.
I can't believe the refs awarded that. Like, honestly, ridiculous.
Y'all want to talk about who y'all think is gonna win, Bills versus Chiefs?
Yeah,
dude.
We'll finish with that.
I mean, I'm just gonna be safe with it. Like,
yeah, me too, bro.
I think it's a psychological thing too. Like, I think like they're just things that they're not gonna be able to get over. Like, if there's a pressure down, like I feel like they're just gonna fold, or Chris Jones is gonna make a play, someone's not gonna block him. Like,
it's just
Mahomes makes a crazy play.
Yeah, there's just something about knowing how to win games, and I think the Chiefs. I mean, not even I think the Chiefs know how to do that.
They definitely know how to do that.
It's gonna be tough to beat them. I don't even know if I want to see the Bills win. Now that they beat Lamar, like now I have a vendetta against them because that just blew me. But I don't know. I don't know who I want to win because I don't want the Chiefs to win either. I think I'm rooting for the NFC for sure. So whoever comes out of that, but I do think Eagles will win.
Eagles I don't know. You won't catch me rooting for the Eagles.
What do you mean? I got the Jalen Hurts jersey.
I'm a Jalen Hurts fan, but like I don't know if I'll root for the Eagles. But
actually, y'all do have a white corner.
They do.
There's two white people in the secondary.
Yeah,
didn't one of them get hurt? Who got hurt?
Yeah, Quinyon, he got hurt in the first quarter. That really blew me. Like, you said what?
Is he playing?
Yeah, he said he's going to play. No restrictions. So I think that's going to be huge. Boy, Scary Terry.
We already. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We saw what happened the last time.
I mean,
learn Blair. It's time for him to learn Blair.
I mean, we didn't get to Jaden. Jaden is a little different, you know. By a little time, doesn't happen all the time. It's not gonna happen this week.
We'll see.
Jalen Carter, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. 3
sacks. That's absurd.
No, I'm kidding. But I do think he's gonna have a good game.
Is the weather gonna be bad?
Supposedly, I think it's gonna be like sunny, 39. So like not
just cold. All right, that's good. I honestly do want to see straight up games this week. Like no weather, no nothing. Like I just want to see football being played.
I don't know. Nah, I don't know. I don't get why you said the weather saved us. Like it played a part, but like AJ Brown still dropped that catch in the end zone.
I don't think that was weather. I mean, he just dropped the ball.
It looked like it slipped, but
I mean, maybe it did at the end, but I think the weather definitely benefited you more than not in that game. I mean, they fumbled like 3 times in a row.
I mean, their passing game was still pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay, but still, I mean, Kyron Williams turning the ball over there, and you were turning it to the. What did you return it to? The 5-yard line?
He has a fumble problem.
We turned it to the 5-yard line.
It was our corner who picked it up, though. Like,
I'm just saying. And then Stafford immediately fumbles the ball after that.
That's Nolan Smith. I've been trying to tell you though. Like,
shout out to Nolan. Shout out to him. I don't mean he's not who you say he is, but he's cool. He's cool. You're muted.
I said he had third most pressures in the playoffs this year.
It's 2 games, bro. 1 game for y'all?
2
games? Yeah, 2 games.
It's a lot. 3rd?
Okay. You should if you played 2 games, you should probably have one of the highest pressure now. Some teams only play 1.
A lot of teams play 2. The best teams play 2.
I guess. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see who wins. I'm excited.
Sure.
Oh yeah. That's it.
Alrighty.
I'll see y'all.
You can rap, Mo.
Yeah. It's a wrap.